Hello, Gateway. This is Pastor Bob, and this is our midweek video for June 24th. We hope you're doing well and staying safe. I'm here with my trusty mask and my fogged up glasses, and we've got some announcements for you. And I want to start by reading for you Hebrews 10, 24 and 25, some great words for us. The writer says, "And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds. And let us not give up in meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but let us encourage one another, and all the more as we see the day approaching." The Bible tells us again and again that it's so good, it's so important for believers to gather together for worship, for biblical instruction, for prayer, for encouraging one another. And the writer says, don't get out of that habit. Obviously, many of us are out of the habit of getting together physically with other believers, but the good news is, in a week and a half, all of that will change. On July 12th, we'll begin hosting on-site worship services. Now, we know that for some of you, you are ready to come. You are ready to join us, and we're ready to have you. We know for others of you, you're not quite yet there. You're going to need a little more time, kind of wait it out. Maybe for medical reasons you can't come. I think we've got some good news for you as well in terms of what we'll be offering online. Now, a couple important things to remember. First of all, do not come to church if you have an elevated temperature on the day of church. That would be 100.4 or higher. If you have any symptoms of COVID-19, or if you've been exposed to anyone in the last 2 weeks who's tested positive for COVID-19. Now, before you come to Gateway, there's a few things that you need to know. We'll have 2 services like we usually do in the summer, one at 9 and one at 11 o'clock. We think that between the 2 services, it'll hold about half of our congregation. And we're only expecting about half of our congregation to show up between vacations and summer schedule, and many of you who are not quite ready to join us physically at church yet. We think it'll work. If it turns out that it's not enough, we will add a 3rd service that will be an evening at 6:30, and we'll let you know if we decide to do that. A couple more things. You'll need to wear a mask when you come. I know it's annoying. If you're like me, it fogs up your glasses. And you will need to social distance from the time you enter the front door until the time you leave, 6 feet apart. And one other thing before you come. We're going to ask you to register for a seat. I know that sounds a little formal, but we just want to make sure that when you show up, we have room for you. So every Monday morning, we'll have online a form that you can get on and register for you and your household. Just fill out your name, how many seats you'll need, what service you're coming to. You can also register by phone Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5. We can't take phone reservations after 5 o'clock on Thursday, but you can still register online. In the lobby. So when you come into the lobby, the doors will be propped open. You'll need to practice social distancing. The greeters will be here, but they'll just be waving at you. I know you want to hug them. I know you want to embrace them, but we are not going to be able to do that for a while. We'll have cleaning stations that will be all over the church. We have dispensers that are hands-free. If you don't have a mask, if you forget your mask, we have masks that are available to you. Someone made all of these for us. You can grab a mask, and it could be your church mask. Take it home, wash it, bring it back each week. There'll be a long table down the middle of the foyer. We don't have it in right now. And on that will be bulletins, sermon handouts, crayons and activities for the kids. On weekends when there's communion, there'll be the communion elements as well. You'll simply go and pick up the things that you need. And then we will make our way into the auditorium. So let's go into the auditorium and see it because it looks a little bit different than it did last time that you were here. So we have all of our chairs that are set up to meet the guidelines of the state. You'll notice the rows are a long way apart. This is going to allow you to get up and keep your distance from the row in front of you. This will allow you to come out, walk down the aisle, keep 6 feet away from people as well. When you come in and sit with your family unit or by yourself, you will need to maintain a 6-foot distance between you and the next family unit. It'll be easy to tell. It's simply 3 chairs that will need to be blank between you and the people sitting next to you. Family units, of course, are welcome to sit together. We will have an overflow space next door in the worship or in the student worship center, and you may feel more comfortable in there, maybe with your family, with your kids. We will have room for a couple of families in the cry room as well. Our nursery will be open if you need to change your kids. And a few things that you won't see. You won't see a coffee station. We won't be doing that for a while, so you want to go to Starbucks. We won't have kids' church for a while because there's no way to do that and maintain social distancing. And we won't have the nursery program going as well. Cleaning. So one of the big things that we've had to figure out is how to clean the rooms. And we figured that out. And one of the things we've done is we've purchased a couple of commercial foggers. And so before and after each service, we'll be going through all the spaces, fogging them, disinfecting them, just like you would see at a hospital, on an airplane, and getting that ready for each new group that comes in. Also want to let you know about what's going to happen online. Our worship services online are going to get an upgrade. Instead of pre-recording it on Thursday, we are going to live stream the service as it's happening in here at 9 o'clock each Sunday. You'll be able to watch that on YouTube, or you'll be able to link to it from our website. And then once the service is done, you'll be able to watch it anytime after that. It will be online for you. We think it's going to be a much better experience. You'll get to see the service live and what's happening in here, and we think it's going to be great. We could use your help. A couple things. First of all, you can pray for us. We still have a lot of planning to do. We've come a long way, but we still have a lot to do, especially you can be praying for our tech teams as they're figuring out everything involved with live streaming. We're still waiting for equipment to come and get all that hooked up. And we need help. We need greeters. We need volunteers to help set up. And if you're interested in serving in any way, give us a call at the office. We'd love to hear from you and get you involved. So there you are. We are looking forward to seeing all of you, or at least many of you, in a week and a half as we begin to gather together for worship. We've been praying about this, waiting for this, and we're excited for that day. In the meantime, God bless you. Keep your distance and stay safe.